Good morning, everyone. Well, snow is falling in the western part of the state, but it's going to take some time to get over to the eastern part of the state. Let's walk you through hour by hour with the rest of this winter storm. 9 a.m. this morning. Definitely a different story in the western part of the state than the eastern part of the state. Still some sunshine around the Omaha, Lincoln area, not at all. Places like Scottsbluff, Mullen, there's that little darker shade of blue showing up. Yeah, mostly light to moderate snow, but certainly pockets of heavy snow around. All right, let's jump ahead to around lunchtime, 1 o'clock this afternoon. Notice that the lighter snow is starting to push east, but I still think it's going to be dry around Lincoln and Omaha. Breezy in the western part of the state, not much wind in the eastern part of the state. As the snow starts to transition to the east, the winds will be picking up. So when the snow is over you, we will have breezy conditions. Gusts generally around 20 miles per hour or so. And a little bit warmer in the east because the snow isn't going to be falling, but look at all the teens, low 20s where the snow is falling. I'm going to stop at 5 o'clock, the all-important homebound commute. Now, I think Lincoln, Omaha, not going to be an issue for the homebound commute today. I will say, though, there could be some flurries around, but it's not going to be heavy snow that could slow down that homebound commute. But I just want to make you aware, I know the shade of blue isn't showing up in Lincoln and Omaha, but there could be some flurries around for the homebound commute, but it won't be slowed down. That's the good news there. However, north-platte, Broken Bow, absolutely, because there will be pockets of heavy snow there. Notice that as we get into the evening and overnight hours, though, that's when the snow is going to be ramping up for Lincoln, Omaha, Beatrice. And I do think this is probably when the activity is going to peak in the eastern part of the state, is during the overnight hours. Kearney, it's coming down. Grand Island, it's coming down. Now let's talk about the Thursday morning commute. Now, I think the peak of the activity will be over with, but there's still going to be snow coming down, and there's still going to be some pockets of heavy snow. And if temperatures are going to be below freezing, there will be snow-covered roads, and visibility will be reduced. So, yeah, it's going to be a slow go for the Thursday morning commute, breezy, and look at these cold temperatures as well. I'm not going to rule out still some very light snow showers, but it certainly looks like it's going to be isolated activity as we go through the afternoon on Thursday and for that homebound commute. So the homebound commute definitely looking better than what we're going to be expecting during the morning hours. And look how in most parts of the state, except around Lincoln and Omaha, dry conditions. Looking like for the eastern part of the state, again, a breezy day to make it feel even colder on Thursday. So when does the last of the snow exit the area? I think by 11 o'clock, it clears Nebraska. The winter storm is officially over. So let's talk about snow totals. And boy, is there going to be a tight snowfall gradient. Around Sioux City, Iowa, there might not be any snow at all. But look how it starts to ramp up. This is the model average. So we take all the models and we get these values, the average amounts. So the most likely amount in Omaha, somewhere around 2.5 inches. Could be a little less, a little bit more, but 2.5 inches seems most likely. Lincoln, 4 inches. But Beatrice jumping up to 5.5 inches. And check out Grand Island, 5.5 inches. Kearney, close to 7 inches, what the model average is right now. And notice I've drawn a white line here across our southernmost counties in the state, highlighting the fact that though, yes, most common snow totals are going to be 5, 6, 7 inches in this area, with this kind of a situation, snow can sometimes overachieve. And I would not be surprised if there are a few spots that see up to 9 inches of snow anywhere below that white line. Notice that's just south of Grand Island, Lincoln. But I bet we'll end up seeing a few 9-inch totals. But 5 and 6, 7-inch totals are going to be most common. So, based on that snow forecast, winter weather advisory for Kearney, Grand Island, Lincoln, Omaha, where not quite as much snow as expected, but a winter storm warning for Beatrice, Cook, both until Thursday at 6 p.m. So, what do these advisories and warnings mean? Basically, what we're highlighting here is tonight through the early afternoon tomorrow. If you don't have to be on the road, that's great. If you do have to venture out, give yourself extra time to reach your destination. Increase your following distance and drive below the speed limit.